subject is going to be about love. Particular love is going to be, because we know that there's so many different types of love. You can love your kids and your mother and your father, your brother, your sister. There's different types of love. But this particular love we're going to be talking about in this video is like loving a spouse or a girlfriend or a boyfriend. So yeah, we're going to do something a little different today. But first I want to go start off by saying I hope you guys are having a blessed morning. I am having my green tea, my hot green tea with my creamer. I tried pecan, I can never pronounce it, pecan, or whatever it's called. You guys know I don't pronounce words correctly. I ain't the best. I ain't slow, but I just don't pronounce them correctly. But you guys know what I mean. Anyways, so I don't know if I like it too much. It's like, it's not bad, but I like the French vanilla with my green tea. Anyways, I'm trying to eat healthier. I got my berries here. I might get some oatmeal a little later because I don't think berries are going to fill me up. I'm not, it's not going to it's not going to do it for me. I might make make an egg white omelet or something like that because I'm eating healthier. I'm trying to drink mostly water. So what I did was I went and got a bunch of juicy water. Juicy water. So when I really get thirsty, I like water to be icy or really, really cold. So I'll drink some good old juicy ice water. Or I also bought the, what is it called? The packs of, I can't think of the name of it. The flavored, like Kool-Aid, that's sugar-free. So I bought some of those that's supposed to be healthy for you. I know that some people say it's not. But when I lost 80 pounds before, I did drink those when I was craving for sweets and stuff, and it helped. And I lost a lot of weight. So that's what I use when I'm craving for something sweet. I'll take a sip of that, and it's better than drinking soda, I think. Anyways, but today I'm also, later on, I'm going to plant this. I've seen these beautiful plants at the store at H-E-B, and I love them. They're so pretty, you guys. And these are the only plants, well, they have a lot of plants out there, but these stood out for me. And I like them also because it says plant in full sun, because I kill everything just about, and I don't want to kill them. I want them to live, so I can just sit them on my front porch and just let them grow. It doesn't matter if they're in full sun. They actually grow better in full sun. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need. So yeah, so these should work well with me. So I bought 2 of these. I might go pick up maybe like 1 or 2 more. I don't know if these spread, but anywho, we'll see what happens. So Martha Stewart, scoot over, sugar. I just want to start off by saying that everybody's entitled to their own opinion. This video is about love. What you might call love might not be love to me. Everybody has their own views and thoughts of love. This is just from my standpoint and my point of view. And you know what? I'm probably going to miss a lot of things that are, you know how you always like record something, or you get into an argument with someone or trying to prove a point, and then later on you think, oh man, I should have said that. Well, it's probably going to be things that I said, oh man, I could have said this or that, I wasn't thinking, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, so you guys know what I mean. So it doesn't mean that I'm right and that you're wrong and that everybody has their own thoughts and feelings about what true love is. Who really knows? I do know that there's no perfect love on the face of this earth between flesh, men, us people on the face of this earth. But I do know there is one perfect love, and that is the love of God. God is perfect love. But I want it on the top of my screen. I'm going to list 4 types of love in the Bible that I've seen that was listed, and you guys can look that up later for yourselves if you like. But first we're going to start off by defining love. Love is an intense feeling of deep affection. In other words, love is what one feels. How do you feel? Love should be seen not as a feeling, but as an enacted emotion. To love is to feel and act lovingly. The Bible says that God is love, and us humans crave it from the moment of existence. But love describes an emotion with vastly different, differing degrees of intensity. Unfortunately, we as humans, or couples, like, people that are married or in relationships or dating, we relate these words to relationships, and it's kind of sad. And these words are toxic abusive, destructive, unhealthy are all words people use to associate with relationships. And that's sad, you guys. That's sad. Like, it's become the norm. We get used to it. Oh, well, we settle. And that's not good. And so many of us have experienced that in life. So many of us. And I've been one of them. I experienced that before too. And I'm pretty sure most of you have as well. Sometimes not realizing, we don't realize that we are the cause of our mess, of our problems. We are. We let it happen. We settle for this. We get comfortable and we get so used to routine, a horrible routine, by the way, and we just let it slide and we just deal with it. So we're creating our own mess because we accept it. But everyone deserves love and happiness. We truly do. We were not put here on the face of this earth to be miserable. I do know that. We're going to have ups and downs, but we were not placed here to be miserable for the rest of our lives. Like they say though, sometimes misery loves company. So sometimes you feel that you're so miserable and that you're so unhappy. Sometimes you have to really evaluate and look at your surroundings. Unfortunately, like when, love, people don't realize that, you can die from a broken heart from love, The Mayo Clinic defines it as broken heart syndrome. May be caused by the heart's reaction to surge of stress hormones. The condition may also be called, it's a few other things that I cannot pronounce correctly. I probably could, but I ain't going to do it, so I'm going to just post it at the top of the screen. But it's like really serious. Like, people don't realize how much love, like, people fall in love, and when you suffer from a broken heart caused by someone you love dearly, it can really take a lot out on a person. I mean, like, people die from it. Like, people die from from being heartbroken. Example, like Whitney Houston and her daughter. Like, her daughter was so heartbroken after Whitney died, and like, everyone knew it. The whole world knew it. Like, she took it really, really hard, and look what happened, And I believe that she died from being heartbroken. Like, she felt she couldn't live without her mom. She loved her mom that much. And then, like, Debbie Reynolds died one day after her daughter, Carrie Fisher, passed away, So that's kind of scary. And then Johnny Cash died within months of his wife. So it does happen. People do, die from being heartbroken. Let me see. If you don't have trust, I'm going to name a few things that you have to have in a relationship or to even love someone. I mean, to start to fall in love, it's very important that you have these things in a relationship. One of them being trust. If you can't trust your partner, then why are you in a relationship with this person? Ding, ding, ding. That's true. I'm going to tell you guys a story. You guys know that I totally enjoy telling stories. This is a true story. Actually, I was actually involved in this story. I'm not going to say names or exactly who. I'm just going to say ex-boyfriend from years ago. So I was in bed one night. It was late. I think it was like close to midnight. And I hear my phone ringing. And the person that I was with was nowhere around. I think they were out for work or something like that, or stepped out for something. It was for work. So I answered my phone, and I'm wondering why is my phone ringing this late at night. Well, I answered the phone, and there was this guy on the phone saying, Miss Tiffany, I'm sorry to bother you. I know it's late, but have you noticed that your boyfriend has been turning the ringtone down on the phone lately? And I was like, I haven't been hearing, his phone ring, but I mean, I haven't really been paying attention, but yeah, I noticed that I don't really hear the phone ringing. Well, this guy begins to tell me that him and my boyfriend were best friends, supposedly best friends, and they all worked together in the same building, and that he noticed that his wife was acting differently. So I guess he went through her cell phone and noticed that she was meeting up with my boyfriend. And I was like, what? He said that he went and he started like watching them or whatever, and he would act like he was leaving for lunch to go do something else, and then he caught them meeting up. They all worked together. He caught them meeting up, having lunch and stuff together, like hanging out like super close. And he didn't like it. And then he found out that they were meeting up outside of work because he found text messages and stuff, that they were meeting up outside of work and stuff, and it was all kind of stuff going on. So he just thought it was respectful for me to know because I was such a nice woman, and he felt bad for me and that he thought that I deserved to know this. Well, so I apologized for it, and I was in shock, of course. But I did confront this person about it, and they had said that they weren't going to, meet up anymore and all this stuff, and they was going to let it go. Well, maybe like a few weeks later, I'm at a cell phone place. My boyfriend is inside of the cell phone place paying his bill, and my cell phone starts ringing, and I'm like, okay, this is a weird number. I was like, what the heck is going on? I got a text message. No, I got a text message. So it says, do you think that she knows that we've been messing around or we had sex, or do you think they know, and I miss you and all this stuff? And I was like, okay, wait a minute. This person must be like texting the wrong phone number. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? So right afterwards, I get a phone call, like maybe a few minutes afterwards. I'm like, what is going on? And it's this lady's husband. And he's on the phone, and he's like, Mrs. Wilson, I'm so sorry, but have you been getting weird text messages? And I was like, yeah, actually, I just got a few weird text messages. And he said that he had warned his wife and my boyfriend that they better not meet up again, and he know that they, for a fact, that they had sexual relations, and that they were meeting up, and that he warned that they better not meet up again or have sex. So what he did was went in her cell phone and swapped. Somehow she had my phone number. That's how he got my phone numbers, because I guess so she would know if I ever found out and I ever tried to call her. She had my cell phone number. I don't know if he gave it to her or how she got my phone number, but she had it saved in her cell phone. So her husband went in a cell phone and swapped our phone numbers. So if she was trying to text my boyfriend, she was really texting me. And so it was really, really crazy. So I was like, wow, that was a good idea though. So I was like, yeah, I did get weird text messages. And he said, do you know that they were sleeping together? And I said, well, yeah, I know. She just said it in a text message. She thought she was talking to him. And so he was like very upset and said that, he didn't know what he was going to do, and that I deserve better. You need to leave and go somewhere else and all this stuff. So it was like really crazy. So anyways, so I didn't know what to do. It was really crazy. So a couple of days later, there was something going on with the military. When that flood happened, I think it was in Louisiana, one of those places. Anyways, when the New Orleans or something like that. But they were sending a bunch of troops and stuff over to help out with that. Well, they were sending, my boyfriend was going, and this guy's wife was going first overseas. I mean, over there to help out. I'm just in deep thought right now, you guys, to help out. So those two, her and my boyfriend went first over there to help out. Well, this guy, her husband, calls me again and says, I told them that I told your boyfriend that he better not be contacting my wife or meeting up with her, and I find out that they're still messing around, they're still talking to each other, or whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And he says, I'm sorry, Miss Tiffany. He's like, I don't mean to be disrespectful, no harm, but I'm going to kill him. And when I heard that, you guys, I like almost peed my pants. I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally, my heart broke, because it was hard having to be in that situation. But I told this guy, I was like, listen, he is not worth it, and she is not worth it. She is not worth you going to prison for, and he is not worth it. Not worth your freedom at all. I say, you deserve better. I say, just like I deserve better. I say, just move on with your life. I'm in the same situation that you're in, and there's no way I'm going to let him or her have me behind bars for any shenanigans. I'm sorry. They want to be together that bad, then let them be together. Let them be together. God sees and knows all, and God doesn't like ugly. So I was like pleading with this man on the phone, because he said that he was going to go down there and shoot him and kill him. And that was his goal. And I was afraid, because, people are crazy nowadays. So I hang up with him, begging him not to do that, because he was getting ready they was about to ship him down there as well. And so I called my boyfriend on the phone, begging him, not to say anything to this guy, stay away from this guy, and stay away from this guy's wife. And right away, he starts getting smart with me on the phone, saying, I don't give a F what he says. I'm going to do what I want to do. Basically, he going to do what he want to do, and he ain't scared of this guy. I'm like, wait a minute. You are messing around with this man's wife, and that was supposed to be your best friend. And you're going to sit here and talk smack? Are you kidding me? Smack talking right now? Are you freaking kidding me? But the point of the story is there's no relationship if you don't have trust. And I think when you're trying to build like a relationship or love or whatever, if you're cheating or you can't trust that person, then you have nothing. Don't even waste your time. Walk away. Walk away. And it was a horrible experience, because I was really scared, and it was just so stressful, I'm telling you guys. But it was really embarrassing. Really, really embarrassing, and a stressful time for me. But you know what? I made it. And hopefully that guy made it. I don't know whatever happened with them. I don't know if they got a divorce or whatever happened. But God is good. So, anywho. So you have to have trust. Without trust, there's nothing. You have to have honesty. You have to be honest. Okay. So, because white lies, or people say, oh, it's okay, little white lies. But one little white lie builds up to the next one, builds up to the next one, builds up to the next one. And then what do you have? A pile of poopy white lies. That's what you have. So you have to keep it 100. You have to keep it 100, you guys, 100%. And vice versa. And then, it makes you feel like you're unbreakable, like your relationship is unbreakable, because you guys are going to be honest with each other, that your relationship is built off of honesty and trust. Like, those are two important things you got to have before you even reach love. You know what I mean? So, because like I say, it's people who die from broken hearts, Lies can break people. And it broke that man. It broke me too. It's just that I had been through a lot already with this person, and after a while I became kind of numb. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, which was not a good thing at all. But, you don't want to, see, we get used to things and we settle, and it's not good to settle. You don't settle for lies. You don't settle for that trash or whatever. You're better than that, and you deserve better. And then you have to have connection. Without connection, there's nothing, because you don't connect. If you don't connect, then what do you have? Nothing. So it says we all have to work. We all have to work. Well, most of us anyways. Most of us have to work. But you have to learn how to balance work life, and then your love life. You have to, because if you don't, then you really don't have a relationship. How are you going to build love? How are you going to love someone or be in love with someone and you can't even make time for that person at all? Then what do you have? Nothing. Because, life is too short. A lot of people are out there chasing after money. Oh, it's all about my monies. It's all about my Benjamins or whatever. But guess what? When you die, you're not going to be able to take none of that with you. You're not going to be able to take your mansion. You're not going to be able to take your Benz. You're not going to be able to take all the moolahs that you've been working so hard for 7 days a week. I'm going to say 9 days a week, whatever. You're not going to be able to take that money with you. So you're working so hard, but you got to learn how to enjoy life, you guys, because they're not going to bury that. If they bury the money with you, guess what? Somebody going to dig it up and get it. So the money is not going with you. So you got to learn how to balance your work life and your love life. It says, and money is the root to all evil. Okay, so it'll make you blind. It'll make you blind, and it'll make you do crazy things. That's right. And like I say, money is going to remain here on earth. I'm looking at my notes, you guys. I need my specs on. In order to love someone, you have to have self-love. That's right. You have to learn how to love yourself. Just like me, I was settling and putting up with that shenanigans. And anybody that's putting up with some crap, no, don't do it. You deserve better. It's like we settle. We get comfortable and we remain in a situation. I'm not going to do that. Like I say with my divorce, with my ex-husband, it took me a long time before I walked away from that relationship. It really did. And I was so worried about, it's a sin and all this stuff, you guys. It's a sin to live a lie as well. It's a sin to live a lie. And I'm not going to live a lie for nobody. Nobody anymore. Because God is too good. God gave us common sense. Okay? God did give us common sense. And we as humans have to use it sometimes. And I refuse to live a life for anybody. I was so unhappy, so much going on. And, we have to know that we deserve better. Obviously, he deserves better too. I'm not going to bash him. He deserves better too. If he's not happy with me and he wants to be with somebody else, or I'm not happy and I want to be with somebody else, we both deserve better. Maybe we just weren't for each other, So don't live a lie. Don't live a lie. It took a long time before I was strong enough to say, you know what? I've had enough. Enough is enough. And walked away. You deserve better, and so do I. So, you have to learn how to love yourself. So, and after you can't love anybody else, I strongly believe you can love somebody else, but you can't really truly love somebody else until you learn to love yourself. Because you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. You have to love yourself. How can you fully love someone else if you don't love yourself? Even if that means putting all relationships to the side and focusing on yourself. Focus on Tiff. Focus on what Tiff likes. Focus on what Tiff loves to do. Focus on what Tiff's goals are. Focus on, you got to learn and love yourself, Sometimes you have to put yourself first before you're able to fully love and give your heart to someone else. And that's just what I believe. I'm sorry. Experience love without fear. Yeah, so you'll be able to experience love without, being fearful. Like if you love yourself and you're confident in yourself, you're able to love someone and not be afraid to love that person. When two individuals get together, they have the ability to experience the full potential of love. That's true. They are able to experience the full potential of love, and that love becomes passionate. That love becomes passionate, and that's a whole nother level. A whole nother level and a whole nother video. So when you have that, then that's when it becomes very passionate. And passionate is a whole different level. And it says, is love passionate? Love involves feelings of mutual respect, trust, and affection, while passionate love involves intense feelings and sexual attraction. Being passionate is a whole nother level. A whole nother level. Like that song, Get on My Level. What? Get on my level. What? Um, it's like when you feel that tingle you get whenever you're away from someone, but you have the warm feeling up and down your spine and get chills all over your body. You know what I mean? That's when you know you love somebody. That's when you know, that's passionate. And you have chill bumps all over your body when you can hear that person's voice, even without speaking to them on the phone, and you get chills all over your body from head to toe. But that's a whole nother video. And yes, they are two different things, love and passion. But it starts off, I believe, with love. You have to love, and then it grows into passionate. It gets passionate. So it's a whole nother level. Alright, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Stay tuned for my collabs with another YouTuber. Also, please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down, hit the thumbs up button, you guys. Comment down below if you have any ideas, or you want to see any, me talk about a particular subject, or you can start also posting the questions for my Q&As. Any advice or anything, if you guys have any questions, just post them down below, and I'll try to hit you back when I can. So yeah, please hit the thumbs up button, like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't done so, and share this video. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next coffee talk, by the way. It's going to be an interesting subject. So I'm actually going to do a part 2. If you guys go back to a video, one of my previous videos, I posted a video about how I talked about my boss from one of my other jobs, and some of my coworkers introduced me to this guy, and we didn't even make it out to our first date because the guy got arrested. So you guys go back and watch that video. In my next coffee talk, I do have a part 2 to that video, because something crazy happened afterwards that was really dangerous. So you guys stay tuned for part 2 of that video, but you got to go watch that one before, and I'll try to record and post that one next, probably in a couple of days. So I'll let you guys know. But it was really, you just got to stay tuned for it. So hopefully I can help someone to educate, because people are crazy nowadays. So you guys stay tuned for that video. So go watch that video. Anywho, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support. I hope you guys have a blessed, what is today? Oh, blessed week. We're going into the weekend. That's right, I work this weekend. So anywho, I love you guys, and have a blessed week. And I'll see a weekend. And I'll see you guys on the next coffee talk. And stay tuned for the collab. I'm going to do a collab with another YouTuber. It's going to be, we got a bunch of new content coming. It's going to be so fun. But I hope you guys really enjoy my videos. And I love you. And that's it. Alright, thank you. Peace, love, and harmony. And the Bible says that God is love, and us as humans crave it from the moment of existence. But love describes an emotion with Yesli